A man stumbled upon a few metal barrels, deep in the wilderness, and came up with the idea of turning them into a floating fishing cabin. Not only did it provide him with delicious grilled fish, it may have even saved his life. One day, an avid hiker named White set off with his 2 loyal dogs, heading toward the forest across the river. The river was too deep for the dogs to cross, so White waded through the water himself and carried each of his companions across. By the time he finished, he was completely exhausted. While taking a break, he found 2 metal barrels drifting downstream. That gave him an idea. He found a small riverside clearing and decided to build his floating shelter there. Realizing 2 barrels weren't enough, he managed to find 2 more. To keep the barrels afloat, he sealed every opening with wooden plugs. After lining up the barrels, he gathered rough lumber from the forest. He laid the boards across the barrels and secured everything with nails he had on hand. The floating platform was complete, although it looked a little shaky. Next came the shelter walls. White collected several straight logs and fastened them to the 4 corner posts. For the roof frame, he used a sturdy triangular design. After cutting branches to the right length, he tied them securely into place. Once the waterproof tarp was installed, the shelter finally took shape. But to make it float, the water level still wasn't high enough, so White used sod and rocks. To build a small dam downstream, to better hide the shelter, he covered it with thick layers of grass. With the remaining lumber, he built himself a bed and a table. To be honest, the craftsmanship wasn't exactly impressive. To keep from setting the boat on fire while cooking, he covered the deck beneath the fire pit with rocks and clay. This place is rich in natural resources. In no time at all, the water was already teeming with fish. Everything was finally ready. White hurried into his floating shelter. With so many fish in the water, he dug up a few worms and started fishing. To my surprise, he actually caught one. Before he could celebrate, the fish slipped back into the water, but the quick-handed White snatched it right back out. The poor fish never escaped his grasp, and soon the whole catch was lined up on the grill. After White and his 2 dogs enjoyed their grilled fish, night gradually fell. The next morning, White checked his trail camera and was surprised to see a pair of wolves nearby, along with a bear searching for food. Frightened by what he saw, White quickly grabbed his dogs and left. Luckily, he had spent the night on the floating shelter, or he might have become the bear's next meal.